One decision, 11 tired legs, and suddenly 9 unbeaten matches meant absolutely nothing. Alright Red Dragons fans, if you're riding this championship rollercoaster with Wrexham like I am, smash that subscribe button and let's talk about what just happened at Hull. Phil Parkinson doesn't do regret. He's the gaffer who took us from the National League to the Championship, the man who's guided Wrexham through the unthinkable rise. But after Tuesday night at the MKM Stadium, he said the words no Wrexham supporter wanted to hear. I need to review my decisions. A 2-0 defeat to Hull City, our first loss in the Championship since mid-October. 9 matches unbeaten, gone. And it wasn't just the result that stung, it was how it happened. The lads looked knackered, slow, not the Wrexham we've come to know. And Parkinson, he's pointing the finger at himself. Same starting 11 that drew with Preston on Saturday, same tired bodies asked to go again with just 1 extra day's rest. The gaffer admitted it himself. Keeping that unchanged side might have been the wrong call. This isn't just about one defeat in Hull. We're fighting for survival in the Championship. Every point matters, and decisions like this could define our entire season. But to understand how we got here, we need to go back. Let's be honest, Wrexham's start to life in the Championship has been nothing short of remarkable. From Hollywood's takeover to back-to-back promotions, we've climbed from non-league to the second tier of English football in 3 years. Mental. But the Championship, this is a different beast entirely. It's relentless. 46 matches, 3 games a week sometimes. Squads get tested like nowhere else in football. And heading into December, Parkinson's boys had been magnificent. 9 matches without defeat, draws against promotion favourites like Leeds and Burnley, battling performances week after week. The racecourse faithful were dreaming. Maybe, just maybe, we could stay up comfortably, maybe even push higher. Last Saturday we'd drawn 1-1 with Preston North End at home. Not the most electric performance, but a point's a point. The lads looked tired even then, running on fumes after such an incredible run. Parkinson had decisions to make. Tuesday night at Hull, just 3 days later, the Tigers were hurting from their own 3-0 hammering by Middlesbrough on the Friday. Wounded animals are dangerous, and everyone knew Hull would come out swinging at the MKM Stadium. Behind closed doors, Parkinson was weighing it up. Rotate the squad, give some of the lads a breather, or trust the same 11 who'd carried us through that unbeaten run. He chose loyalty, the same starting lineup, 1 extra day of rest, and he backed his boys to deliver again. On paper, you understand it. These players had earned his trust. They'd battled through the toughest league in football and come out unbeaten for 9 straight. Why change a winning formula? But the Championship doesn't care about loyalty. It doesn't care about Hollywood storylines or Disney documentaries. It chews up tired legs and spits them out. Hull came at us from the first whistle, pressing high, winning the ball in dangerous areas, and Wrexham, we couldn't get out of our own half. Parkinson said it himself after the match. We lost the ball too many times in dangerous zones. The lads were sloppy, slow on the ball, making mistakes they usually don't make. You could see it. The tank was empty. First half, Kyle Joseph punished us. 1-0 Hull. A goal we should have stopped, Parkinson admitted. But then came the moment that could have changed everything. Second half starts better. Wrexham win a penalty. Kiefer Moore steps up. The Welsh striker usually so reliable. This is the moment to drag us back into it. This is where the comeback begins. He misses. That was the decisive moment of the match, Parkinson said later. And he's right. If that ball hits the net, it's 1-1. The MKM Stadium goes quiet, and suddenly Wrexham have belief surging through them. Instead, Ollie McElhenney doubles Hull's lead. 2-0. Game over. 9 unbeaten, finished. Standing in that technical area, Parkinson must have felt it, that sinking realisation. The same 11 who'd been warriors for 9 matches didn't have another battle left in them. Not on Tuesday night, not with 3 days rest. What would you have done in his position? Trusted your proven players or risked rotation and potentially upset the rhythm? There's no easy answer, but standing at the MKM Stadium watching tired legs chase shadows, the answer became brutally clear. This was the moment Parkinson realised his loyalty had cost us.
Wrexham supporters didn't hide their frustration. Social media was awash with questions. Why the same team? Why not rotate? Some back Parkinson. You can't blame a manager for trusting his best players. Others wondered if we'd learnt nothing from the Preston performance. The gaffer faced the media afterwards, and you could hear it in his voice. Disappointment, yes, but also accountability. It's easy to talk after the game, he admitted. When you look at the performance and the lack of energy, I need to review that. That's not Parkinson making excuses. That's a manager who knows he got it wrong. But here's what matters. He's not throwing his players under the bus. We've had some very good performances in that 9-game run, he continued. The lads have given us so much in a tough championship. I don't want to be too critical. That's leadership. That's why Wrexham players run through walls for this man. The dressing room will be hurting. 9 matches unbeaten creates belief, momentum, confidence. Losing that, especially in a performance where the energy wasn't there, that stings differently. But this squad's been through worse. They've climbed from the National League. They've won back-to-back titles. They know how to respond. Parkinson promised as much. We'll give a response at the weekend. Here's the reality. Wrexham are still in a strong position in the Championship. 1 defeat doesn't undo 9 unbeaten. We're not in a relegation battle, we're consolidating in the second tier of English football. But this match exposed something crucial: squad depth. The Championship is brutal, and if we can't rotate effectively, we'll see more nights like Hull, more tired performances, more preventable defeats. The January transfer window suddenly feels massive. Do we need reinforcements, fresh legs to help navigate this relentless schedule? And there's the psychological aspect. Wrexham had built serious momentum. Teams were taking us seriously. That aura of invincibility in the Championship gone in 90 minutes. The response this weekend will tell us everything. Can Parkinson's men bounce back immediately? Do they have the character to shrug off a poor performance and go again? If Wrexham's journey has taught us anything, it's that this club doesn't stay down. From the racecourse to Hollywood and back again, this club is built on resilience. 1 defeat at Hull doesn't change that. Come on, you Reds. What do you think? Was Parkinson right to stick with the same 11? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button if you're back in Wrexham no matter what, and I'll see you for the response this weekend. Up the town!